Hi, this is Nelson from YMCA HQ. We're on the art gallery here, and today we've got Bkame.
How you going, brother?
Young rap from Perth. Very well. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good, man.
Good to see you, man.
Very nice.
Before we go any further, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Wajak Noongar people, acknowledge elders past, present and emerging, and acknowledge that their culture is one of the oldest cultures on the planet. So yeah, we have our name Bkame. As you know, we're about promoting young artists in Perth and checking in, since COVID, we want to make sure everyone's doing all right and see what they've been up to in the last few months. And so yeah, for those of you who don't know Bkame, you've been rapping for how many years now?
I've been rapping for about 7 years. Oh, I'm 21 now. I've been rapping since I was 13, so yeah,
Wow.
a good long time, bro.
Sick, man.
Yeah.
And how did you get into rapping?
Well, it started as like the graffiti scene, you know what I mean? Like my tag Bkame, and then I used to watch a couple of the old brothers fucking writing their rhymes up and whatever. So I thought I'd follow their footsteps, and I changed my rap name to Bkame from graffiti, so I brought that name with me. It's come from graffiti, and yeah, I just thought it was killer, like how my older brothers were like fucking rapping and shit, so I thought I'd have a go, and then it turned out pretty good. So
True. So in when you sort of were coming up, what were the artists around like Frio Ways at the time?
we had like Karma, we had all the Screw Loose boys like Asthmatic, Drastic, all them boys. Who else did we have? We had Bitter. Well, I always looked up to like Bitter Belief.
Yeah.
Fucking Divine.
Shouts to Bitter.
Shouts to Bitter. Yeah. Legend. Always. Yeah.
No, that's it. And yeah, so what was your sort of first experience with music or with rap, if you can remember?
I can't really remember too far back, but like, I do remember being in a trap house, like on an old school box computer, and just writing out a killer rhyme, just having the beat on replay the whole time. All the boys around, just sitting there all night, and we wrote a killer rhyme. It was fucking. It took like maybe 2 or 3 years. Like I started dropping shit on SoundCloud, and then like I got a bit of notice, and someone, I can't even remember what my first show was, bro. Like I can't remember, but yeah, but someone picked me up, and I got one of my first shows. I think it was in Hillary's or something. It might have even been here actually.
Wow.
Yeah, it might have even been in here. So
Shit, it's far away from Fremantle, so you're going all the way to Hillary's.
yeah.
And yeah, so you said that you've grown up like sort of in the trap, and
Yeah.
In the sense like what was that? Did you feel like that experience was why you started rapping, or was there a particular reason that you gravitated towards rap, or it just came naturally?
I think like definitely from my life experiences, I only write out like what goes on in my life, of what I've seen. So everything I've been through, I'll put that down on paper. So that's where my music comes from.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So.
It definitely also helps. Like it's shit living rough, but like I get good lyrics out of
Yeah,
a hard life, and I get to help someone else like that's younger that might be still going through it. You know what I mean? Like give them ways of coping with it.
Yeah, because I mean, I would personally say that I feel like rapping is such a good way to, let go of experiences, but also to make sense of things, and and then pass on information to people around you.
Yeah.
I guess I think a lot of people, I don't know if you resonate with this, but if you didn't have it, like it could be in a lot worse places, and
100%. Like I feel like music saved my life 100 times, bro.
That's sick to hear. Yeah, it's good. That's good that you have that.
Recognised.
And so since you entered the Perth rap scene, like how have you sort of found your life changing? Like have you enjoyed being part of the scene, or do you feel that being a rapper has been a beneficial thing for you?
Yeah, well, it's definitely been beneficial for me because like it's taken me away from my old life of doing. I used to get in a lot of trouble with the police and that. I don't do any crime anymore. It's all I'm just focusing on music now, so it's definitely good. Yeah.
And in terms of like your writing process, how do you sort of approach writing your songs? Like, do you sort of draw influence from like the beat, or do you write your lyrics
Yeah.
and then sort of find the beat that you find suits that.
No, I've always like, I find the beat first, and if I think the beat's dope, then I'll just play it on like a replay fucking 100 times. Everyone gets sick when I'm writing one. Like, I hate it, bro, because they hear the same beat all the time. But I just like keep playing it over and over until I get it perfect, you know.
Yeah.
I've never written like rhymes without a beat. I can do it, but like I got to know what I'm writing to first, and like I want to feel it before that I'm letting out my lyrics. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Definitely agree with that. Yeah. And in terms of the Australian hip hop scene, like, how do you feel the scene's going? Like, are you happy with, like, do you enjoy the artists that are coming out of Australia at the moment?
Yeah, I definitely think like the Perth scene's growing.
Yeah.
Like from how it used to be, it's gotten a lot bigger, and there's a lot more people getting around all the rappers and helping them. You know, like shout out to you for like getting me down here. You know what I mean? Like legend. But like all the people around, just like not doing the music itself, but everyone around helps it so much. You know what I mean? Like, and everyone's getting together, so it's good to see it.
Yeah. Sick. Yeah, for sure. Because I think this is super important that we are here for each other, because the scene can only get better if we come together. Like today, we just had a cypher with a whole bunch of crew, some from OD, some from all over Perth. So it's like, Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane, all the other states, and like the rest of the world. Like I think it's evidence that when we click up and we come together, and we share that, like our creativity with each other, like it only makes us stronger, and it's a good inspiration. And so I noticed I was listening to your music for the last few weeks, just getting prepared for this interview. Yeah. And Bow Down seems to be like your most played song.
Yep. Shout out Greasy.
Yeah. How did that song come about, and how was it working with Greasy?
It was like me and Greasy, we sort of partnered up for a bit. Like at the start, I hit Greasy up. I saw one of his songs point blank on YouTube, so I was like, fuck it, he sounds dope. And he's like the same age as me, so I thought it'd be killer if we got together, and bought like his side and my fan base like together,
Yeah.
And it worked hell good. So, and me and him can just rhyme together all the time, and he beat like we're just like fucking back on back, it's killer. Yeah,
I think the chemistry like in the video clip was like really, really sick. Yeah, it was a great video clip. So if you haven't checked out that song or any Bkame stuff, you can find it on SoundCloud, Spotify, and YouTube.
Yeah.
Definitely worth a listen. And so has that success of that song like changed your career anyway, or like how's the success of it for you?
It's definitely like it hasn't changed much, but like we've got a lot more fans. Like people love that type of track, like the hyped up fucking.
Yeah.
Cunts love it. It's good. But yeah, fucking nice.
Because and like, do you in terms of like your fan base, like do you play many shows, and do you like have much interaction with like people that listen to your music, or at the moment it's just sort of like you're in the studio just making stuff and
like I got fans that will message me all day, every day.
Really?
Like,
wow, that's
I got heaps of messages like, oh, I'm doing it hard, like how can you help me with this? Like yeah, it's good to like let people try to reach out to me and ask for help, because I love giving, and I try to message, like I try to get back to everyone that messages me. I try to get back to them ASAP and help them as much as I can, It makes me feel better in myself.
Totally.
So yeah.
I guess that's probably like,
shout out to all my fans, yeah.
Yeah, shout outs to them. But like I guess it's like you find that the pressure to like to be that role model and like that voice of people. Does that weigh heavy on you, or I guess like how do you deal with that?
Yeah, it does weigh heavy on me sometimes. Like if I'm not in doing the right thing or on the right path at the time, like I feel even shitter about myself, like because I feel like I should be that person. But like for the last couple of months, I've been like great. Well, I've been off all, like I had a problem with drugs for a long time, so I've been off all the drugs and I've been just focusing on music, focusing on myself a lot. But still, I help all my fans. I speak to them all the time. They keep me going, I keep them going.
Yeah. Oh man, much respect. Because I guess at the end of the day, we're all humans and people make mistakes. But like as long as I think we all try to do the best we can. And I think that's
it.
That's all you can ask for, really.
Yeah.
I was also wondering. do you have any wild encounters or stories that have happened to you since your rap career has started? Potentially, like, if there's anything too hectic, you might not be able to talk about it, but like any good ones that you might be able to think of on the spot. Definitely on the spot
Most
question.
of them are, like, they're pretty hectic to talk about.
Yeah. That might have been a bit of a loaded question.
Yeah. I might skip that one.
Yeah, let's skip that one. Was wondering, when did you get your face tattoos, and how has that changed people's reaction to you as a person?
I got my face tattoo like this year. The face tattoo, it says refuse to lose. So like when I was trying to do my music and to do the right thing, I had a lot of bad people around me at the time. Like, and they were all trying to fuck me up in every way they could, like to stop me succeeding, you know, pretty much playing on my downfall. So I don't know, when one night I was drunk, I was like, it's a song by Non-Fiction or Necro, and it's not Refuse to Lose, it's Killer Song, and I was listening to it and I was like, fuck, I'm getting tattooed on my face. And then like everyone around me that was doing shit things could see like I was refusing to lose, you know what I mean? But I guess I was just hanging around with the wrong people at the time. But yeah, it has changed, it sort of has changed the way some people look at me like like I'm part of a gang or something, but yeah, definitely not. It's like, it's all for myself, you know?
Yeah, because I just asked that question because I think there's like that is a statement, you know, and like I think like a lot of older generation look down on that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Not, I don't look down on it at all.
Yeah.
Just letting that be known. But yeah, so like I have a lot of respect, you know, that you would present yourself like that, you know, because it is, you know, it is putting your beliefs like people to see, you know, and like a lot of people, you know, think that's like a trend sort of thing, but like also, you know, I think it's good that you know you have that stance and you're strong in what you believe in.
Yeah, cheers, bro.
So yeah, respect. All right, before we go, we're going to do a little quick questionnaire, my man. So it's fast answer, fast ask. So first off, Polo or Nautica?
Nautica. Polo. All day Polo.
TNs or MX-90s?
TNs.
Cursor or 360?
Cursor.
Chillin' it or Wombat?
Wombat.
Drill or Grime?
Grime.
Hungry Jacks or Macca's?
Hungry Jacks.
Vinco or Street X?
Vinco.
Tags or Throwies?
Tags.
1-4 or Hooligan Hefs?
1-4.
Cleanse or Jacuzzi?
Jacuzzi.
DWS or DWIS?
DWS.
Alright, that's a wrap. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We got Bkame. Check them out.
Cheers, bro.
Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.
Peace out.
Have a great weekend. Look after yourselves. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers, bro.